welcome to This is Football. Special episode, as you can see, because we're not on the computer. We're here. I got Socio, Eder, Nico. We got Tony. He's in a little bit. You know, hey guys, we're not in the computer. I'm not looking at Eder in his face. I get to look at you in your face, Nico.
That's the only bad part, man. I get to see Socio so close. I don't know, man.
I get to crack up in
Look at
front
Socio
of
and I feel like I have to shower him, man.
Already.
Before we start the special episode, we want to give a special shout out to our buddy who's hosting us in this beautiful studio. So Alejo, we want to give you a shout out to you and your company. Socio will name you out in a little bit, but we want to give you a special shout out for this opportunity of having this beautiful studio. You can zoom in on there, and we got you. So thank you so much. We got a filled up episode today. We're gonna lead off with Inter de Miami because that's what we always lead off with, and that's what we always want to talk about. But before we start, Socio forgot his notebook today.
Unfortunately.
So he doesn't have his notes. But I know Nico brought him a special present.
Here you go.
So this is a special present. So he has a new notebook right here. Liverpool, you'll never walk alone.
You're top of the league today still.
What? This is my guy. First and foremost, these guys message each other on the side so they can bring laptops. As you can see, they didn't give us the memo. As for this,
Bueno, no pasa nada.
I got toilet paper.
No, but hey, now we can get started.
Somos los poderes del grupo, Socio, ¿qué pasa?
You see?
No, but now we can get started. Now you have your notebook. Look.
Bueno, yeah, have the
And
calendar.
not only that, it has a calendar, so you won't miss any more of our Tuesdays. You'll be ready.
No, I'm always ready for Tuesday.
You cannot forget to pay the light bill, so we're good to go.
That's exactly
All right, man. Let's start talking about Inter de Miami.
Let's do it.
All right. What did you guys think about the game this weekend? 2-1, huge win against Columbus after a 1-1 so-so draw during the week against Miami FC. We were all there at the game on Wednesday for the Miami FC game.
That one
It was a pretty rough game, guys, on Wednesday. I mean, not a lot of attack from Inter. It was kind of just stale. I was actually surprised that they got the goal at the end of the game. Borgelin got the head on the goal.
I mean, both goals were rowdy, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
And it was exciting.
It was a thrilling game. It was a very
great
thrilling
game. It was a great game. I think it just downplays it because of the opponent.
Well, you're talking about Miami FC.
Yes, Miami FC.
Okay.
Mad respect to them. Shout out to them. Shout out to, what was the name of the band dude? Wait, no, band dude with the wrestling mask. Shout out to you, bro. You're a legend. We gave you a tip shirt. Son capo.
Hey, the Miami FC fans talking about it because we were behind the goal, right behind them. Hey, they're like 5 guys con tamboriles. Hey,
Meten on, meten on.
Trumpets and everything,
Tienen
dude.
trompeta. I mean, they go hard. They go hard.
Nice.
Yeah. So it was fantastic to meet the
Sí, pero
Miami
igual,
FC.
besides that game,
Yeah.
because you can really like make an analysis out of that game. I think the key game for the team was this past weekend with Columbus.
It was a great win.
It was a huge win.
Absolutely.
It's
I
the
don't know why.
weight of their shoulders. Now Phil Neville was able to have probably a normal week in training.
Right.
You know, having his guys back, and it was huge having Leo Campana score 2 goals. I think
The
that
only
was
bad thing is his job is safer. Pero bueno.
his job is safe.
But great win. And
I think it's a great opponent, too.
great first. Yo.
Yeah. Columbus
They hadn't lost since last August.
That's correct.
Yeah,
They were
I
in the
know
top
that.
half of the Eastern Conference as well. So I know that they had beat
We
Atlanta.
suffered. The
But
game
that's our ball. That's our ball.
The game was tough. The game was tough to
That's
watch.
our ball. We gotta play counter-attacking ball, and that's it.
Yeah,
Y ya.
I think
defender y dale.
I think that's the new thing. I mean, we saw that it was a 72 to 28% in the possession at the end of the game. So we were at 28%. I mean, that's really low. I don't know if that's sustainable. Do you guys think that's sustainable to keep that low possession and win enough games to make the playoffs?
It's not sustainable, but I feel like when you play against a team that is better on the ball than you are, you have to play that way.
And I think that's the only thing we have.
You have to know your strengths.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. We're not
Also,
creating.
you're playing against a team that likes to keep the ball, has good players on top, so you got to hold back and do what we did.
Yeah. We were definitely. I mean, our defense
We won,
definitely
man. We
hung
got
it in
3
there.
points
Yeah.
after 7 weeks.
Excited.
Hey, big shout out to Drake. I mean, yeah, we are
Again? Again.
Although he
Giants
wasn't the
drink.
best player of the game. We were talking about that. Leo Campana was by
Oh,
far,
no, by far,
the
by
best
far,
player
by
of the game.
far, by far.
Absolutely.
Really good. He played
Absolutely, and let's not forget.
Cremashi?
I was gonna mention. Let's not forget about Benka with that beautiful assist. You know, I
Give
mean,
them minutes, more minutes.
Yeah.
That's what I asked.
we've been
He has to
saying-
take off from here. You know,
Yeah,
so
of course.
he was able to get his first cap in the team. Now
What
it's
a
the
cap.
time where
An assist.
now it's a time
You
where
always gotta go.
you
Yeah,
want
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
want consistency.
Absolutely, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about it in the press conference a little bit with him. You know, he wasn't excited to go back to his phone and you know and tweet at people or see what people were saying. He was mostly excited to go back and talk to his family and celebrate with his teammates. And he said it. He's like, hey, coach is telling me in practice to just give it my all. You know, use my ability, use my you know my strength, which to him he said was he has a strong motor and he basically is out there and he's running and that's what he's got to use. And like Ella said, play the young guys. I'm with Ella.
Yeah,
play the
dude,
young
that's the
guys,
only
man.
way they're gonna
All day.
learn.
Yeah.
That's the only way they're gonna learn is with game time experience.
Yeah. We saw, I think it was for the first time, a homegrown player be subbed in for another homegrown player when David Ruiz came into the game for Benja Caimati. What do you guys think about that? I've been complaining for the last 3 years that I want to see the young guys.
Yeah,
we just saw that.
out of all the hate and out of all the negativity that Phil Neville gets, I think that he's getting that right at least.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yes and no because look, we had
Forced.
Bryce
It's a
Duke.
little-
We had Bryce
Yeah.
Or
Duke.
Bryce Duke wasn't made in here.
No, but he was still
No,
a
but he was
homegrown
young,
player.
but he was young.
still a homegrown
Still
player.
He's a young.
Yeah, but the
homegrown
key
player.
here is that we let some guys go. So we created some space.
Exactly.
So obviously, if you have 10 players in front of them, of course they're never going to get to play. So at least we made some space and we're giving them the opportunity. So let's make them play.
Fair
And
enough.
if they're there, it's for a reason.
Fair enough.
Let them play.
All right, so we talked about the big win. Now we have Atlanta coming up next week. We talked to one of their players, Juanjo Purata, a few weeks ago, and we're gonna post that up on our site. Should actually already be up by the time that we're having this right now. So definitely go check that out on
Like,
YouTube.
Give that a like.
Absolutely.
We need that.
So we talked to them. Atlanta has a lot of firepower. Thiago Almada, an MVP candidate. Your MVP candidate, right, Evan?
My MVP.
Your MVP. We've
don't
seen
think-
him
I don't think-
score unbelievable goals. They've been playing fantastic, and they're coming in here, to a Miami team who has struggled, coming off a big win. What do you guys think? Do you think it's going to be another, a la Uruguaya, a sufrir de
feel-
atrás? And,
I feel like we can have the same exact type of game that we had against Columbus. The other day they played against Nashville and they lost 3-1.
Crazy what one game does.
And they suffered against the counter. And if we play the same way against them, we might be able to get a result.
Well, we have to think about that we're playing at home. So, your fans push you to go forward and stuff, so it'll be probably tough, at least at the beginning,
Yeah.
just to stay back unless we get in a couple goals.
Yeah.
So if we're on top on the score, probably. But, we got to, at least the first 15, 20 minutes, it's going to tell us how we're
Yeah, I
gonna
agree.
play.
If we can score first, I see us, but Atlanta has too many ways of scoring.
But they also have a distraction now. I don't know if you guys saw the rumors that Thiago Almada is already almost signed for Napolis. So he's
But
going
I
to
mean,
leave in mid-season.
they knew that
He's
going into
their
the
best
season.
player. Yeah, but he's their best player. You don't think that because he's already thinking about the signing of a European team, going to a big European team, is that going to affect his play in the
No,
game?
if anything, it hypes him up
I
even
think
more.
so, man. I don't know. I think he
What?
might.
You
I
know
think he
you're
might.
already riding, dale. You're mad excited.
But
I think
exactly,
he's
if
gonna-
you know you're already riding, you might want to
Nah, I don't think so.
hold back a little bit and not play to your strengths
I don't think
because
so.
you don't want to get hurt.
Like my boy says, where's he from?
Argentina.
We're South America. Nah, tiene los huevos bien puestos. He's not gonna be a little bitch
man.
and.
know,
Oh
man.
no, let me. Nah,
Those
I'll
are
take
big
it as
contracts,
100,
dude.
bro.
Those are big
Nah,
contracts. That's a lot of money.
Nah. I
I don't
disagree.
know. I mean, I think
disagree.
hopefully for the respect of Atlanta and for the respect of the league, he doesn't hold back. But I mean, I can understand it's a lot of money that he's going to be making, and he doesn't want to see his transfer fall through at this point. It's so late in the stage. It's so
Yeah, he's not.
Same
You
way,
know,
yeah.
he's gonna play the
But
same.
Once you go into that field,
See,
you see
yeah.
that ball rolling, you forget about everything else.
See,
So
yeah,
I don't
boy.
think so. Maybe
Exactly.
in a 50-50, you probably hold back a little bit. Other than that, he'll play the same.
yeah. Well, I hope so because really, I mean, I want to see.
I mean,
what
no, I
Inter
don't
Miami
hope
is
so
about.
against us, but yeah, unfortunately, no, he's gonna be. He's gonna be
No,
on
no, I
fire.
want him to go full strength. I want to play the team's full strength because that's how it has to be. If you want to win, you want to be the best in the league, you got to play the best. So I hope he plays this weekend. One other topic I wanted to come up with, we saw us start in a 4-2-3-1. Then at halftime, we saw Phil go into like a 5-2-3 or almost like a. It was kind of weird. It was kind of weird. We were kind of in the really stuck in the back there for the last 15 minutes. It was rough. But what did you guys think about that? You think we'll see another 5-3-2 this weekend, or a 5-4-1 maybe, or something like that, or you think it will go back to a 4-2-3-1?
A positive I'll give him is that he made changes. He made in-game tactical changes. Did it work? Yes, it worked. Were we pinned back? Yeah, we were pinned back, but F it. It gave us a result. And you gotta roll the dice sometimes, and that's what I've hated. He's too safe. He doesn't want to make changes. Like, bro, that's what you're there for. You're a coach. Make the fucking changes. Absolutely. And it worked.
I think he's gonna go back to the 4-4-2.
4-4-2?
Yeah.
And you think he's gonna put Joseph back in there with Campana?
No, I think he might go 4-4-1-1, where you have Cremashi and then Campana.
Campana, yeah. Sit down, Joseph.
It's going to be a very similar game to the last one, where Campana has to hold the ball a lot against those two center backs so that they don't come out and they put the pressure on us when we lose the ball, because that's what Atlanta's going to do. They have a lot of fast players, and they're going to look for that.
Cremashi can run all day.
I think we need to have numbers in the back, because like Nico said, Atlanta has like good forwards and they're fast, like Luis Adriano, what's her name? I forgot the name of the forward.
Araujo.
And Luis Araujo.
And they also got the Greek freak.
They have different ways. They have different ways, and on top of that, they have un hombre en referencia con Armada. They're stacked, bro. They're stacked.
Absolutely, it's gonna be a crazy game. I mean, really, I can only hope
predictions.
I can only hope for an Inter win.
1-0 into Miami.
Puro huevo. 3-1.
See, I don't want to be negative, but yeah. I feel you. But
I'm gonna go 2-1 Atlanta.
2-1 Atlanta. I'm gonna stick to what I said last week. I'm gonna go 1-1. 1-1. La Familia is gonna, hold us, and calendar, baby.
Calendar, we trust.